Hello, epic viewers, Dom throughout the cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today, another riveting captivating stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. So bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box and subsequently flaunt it in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. It is officially underway. I have prompted a bland, mundane envelope. I'm going to render the contents of the envelope transparent. Bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to draw forth the item that's relegated to this envelope. Here we go. This is arduous. I am dainty. I am feeble. I am petty. I lack physical prowess. Alrighty. What item have I elicited? This action figure is known by the moniker of the Wookie Warrior. Is he a paradigm of perfection? Is he the embodiment of resounding perfection? Is he the epitome of perfection? I believe he is. I'm an avid, devout Star Wars fan. I love adding Star Wars action figures to my prodigious action figure collection. He scales eminently with a 3.75-inch action figure line. I love his aesthetics, I love his shadings, I love his hues, I love his textures. He's just a high-quality figurine in all facets. He's quite remarkable. I'm going to ravage his innate default box. Here we go. He was released amid the early 2000s when Star Wars Episode 3 was released. What exact year was he released in? He was likely released in tandem with Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. He was released around the time period that the movie was launched into theaters. Alrighty. He comes with an armament. He also comes with other accessories, which I presume are wristbands that can allow him to augment his defensive capabilities so that he's less apt to succumb to death amid fighting the Fifth, who seek nothing but destruction. The Wookie Warrior is a valiant, stoic, noble warrior. He has the temerity to charge into the fray of battle and protect his allies. He's derived from the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith action figure line. Apparently he's one of the sneak preview action figures, which I presume denotes that he was released prior to the advent of the movie being released into theaters. So apparently he's a sneak peek Wookie Warrior. How's he disparate from the Wookie Warrior that's a non-sneak peek Wookie Warrior? I do not know. That is an enigma. They may be akin to one another, or they may be homogeneous to one another. Alrighty. He has peg holes embedded within his feet. He can be mounted to a stand. He seems to have articulation in the knees. He also has articulation in the legs. He lacks a diaphragm joint. He lacks finger joint articulation. He can swivel his forearms. He can ascend and descend his arms. He can rotate his head ever so slightly. His head is not embedded to a disc joint. He seems to have a diaphragm joint. He can swivel his upper torso. I love this figurine's attire. It truly accentuates that he's a warrior. But before we further scrutinize him, let me equip his armor in order to augment his defensive capabilities. Alrighty. Let's also equip his weapon. How much should I pay for this figurine? I recollect purchasing him for under $6 via Amazon.com. Do I have any qualms about my purchasing decision? Am I content about my purchasing decision? Am I gratified about my purchasing decision? For under $5, I can't complain. If this Wookie warrior costed me a premium price of over $8, then I likely would have forgone the opportunity to purchase him. Is he marvelous? Is he novel? Is he stunning? Is he exquisite? I believe he is. I'm more apt to love this figurine since I relish the Star Wars movies. You can equip these forearm guards at your own discretion. They truly accentuate the fact that he's a warrior, that he's meant to be on the front lines. He will vanquish any ally of evil within his vicinity. Is he aggressive? Is he hostile? Is he malicious? No. He protects innocuous beings. He protects his comrades. He will never waver. He will never yield. He will fight to the bitter end. Lo and behold his might. He will vanquish anyone who stands before him. He will clobber them to death. He will pummel them to death. He will beat them to bloody pulp. He is an illustrious, renowned Wookiee warrior. This figurine appeases me. I love his shadings. I love his textures. I love his sculpt. I love his aesthetics. The only gripe I have about this figurine is that he lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks an ankle pivot. And his head is not confined to a disc joint. I would have also preferred if he was taller so that he could coincide eminently with a 6-inch action figure collection. He's an excellent addition to a 4-inch action figure collection. However, he looks awfully short, in stark contrast to a 6 to 7-inch action figure that towers over him. Wookiees are supposed to be mighty. They're supposed to be large. They're supposed to have physical prowess. They're not supposed to look feeble and dainty. These forearm guards can be equipped on his legs if you so choose to. Or you could neglect to equip them. It's your choice. You need to implement decisions based on your own volition. I lost the other forearm guard. You can equip it to the thighs or to the calves. You can maneuver it around his appendages. It's an excellent addition to this figurine. His helmet can also be detached. His helmet safeguards him in combat, along with his forearm guards. Unfortunately, his forearm guards are relatively flimsy. They're susceptible to falling off, so just be wary when equipping them. You may want to superglue them to his forearms. If you tamper with them too much, they could easily fall off. His helmet is also flimsy. His helmet is also comprised of rubber. I would have preferred if his accessories were not shoddy, but nonetheless, this figurine still has merit. I'll equip his weapon in the pending future. His fingers are semi-clenched together, which afford you the opportunity to equip a couple weapons, if you have some, to arm this figurine with. This figurine appeases me. I'm glad that I forgoed purchasing him amid the release of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Since I forgot the opportunity to purchase him amid the early 2000s, I was able to purchase him at a later time period for a discounted price. So I'm gratified with my purchase and decision. I'll retain this figurine and add him to my prodigious action figure collection. His default packaging will be consigned and relegated to the trash. It has no pragmatic use. I love opening my figurines. I want them to be liberated. I want them to be utilized. I do not want them to be confined to a cardboard box. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and stupendous. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.